Hello students, today we are going to start our lecture number 9 of model 2nd of nuclear physics. Okay. In yesterday's lecture we studied the square wave potential of infinite depth. Okay. In today's lecture we are going to study harmonic potential. Harmonic potential. That is, as we saw in yesterday's lecture, that nucleus in the nucleus feels the square wave potential. That is, the nucleus are moving in this square wave potential of infinite depth. Okay. Now, as we studied in yesterday's lecture, that nucleus are moving in the square wave potential. Okay, means first potential that feels by the nucleus is -1. Okay, and already nucleus is here. Okay, and then what is actually happening with that nucleus here? That nucleus, when external energy goes to that nucleus, then that nucleus vibrates about their equilibrium position. Means what? That nucleus continuously vibrates about their equilibrium position. Okay, and due to of that vibration about their equilibrium position, we are going to study harmonic potential. Means what? When external energy is given to that nucleus or that nuclei, that nucleus in that nucleus vibrates about their equilibrium position. Means there should be, or you can say that they vibrate about equilibrium position with harmonic potential. With harmonically, you can say that they vibrate with harmonically. What is meant by harmonic? That is directly proportional to minus alpha. Okay, means directly proportional to the acceleration. You can say that directly proportional to the acceleration. As f is minus kx. Okay, we know that when there is harmonic or harmonicity is there, then force is our restoring force. Okay, means what? That force is tends to goes to its original position. Okay, means directed towards its original position, f minus kx. Okay, that's why you can say that directly proportional to the acceleration also, because f is equal to m. Understand, student? Means when that nucleus are moving in that nucleus, there is a first one, they feels the square wave potential, which is minus u0. Second one, they feels this harmonic potential, which is m omega square x square. Now if we consider the one dimensional square wave potential, then there will be x square, but here we are considering three dimensional. Actually, obviously in the nucleus there is a three dimensional motion. That's why here also potential is plus 1/2 m omega square r square. Now see students, what is actually happening? And the potential is this. Now you can say that what is total potential? This is total potential value for that nucleon which is revolving in that nucleus. Now as we know, for the one dimensional Schrödinger equation or one-dimensional Schrödinger equation for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator is written as d square by dx square plus 2m by h cross square e minus u. Okay, but where is what is this? Here is v minus u0 plus 1/2 m omega square x square. Now here just consider one day oscillator. D square by dx square 2m by h cross square e minus v, then plus u0 minus 1/2 m omega square x square. Okay, as we already studied in quantum mechanics, when there is simple harmonic motion or there is simple harmonic oscillator one dimensional, then the energy or the wave equation is written as, and for that energy is n plus half cross omega. This is standard form of energy for the one dimensional. Now here if we consider that nucleons are in three motion. 3D motion, here also, here also. But when that nucleus is vibrate along the three direction, the vibrational frequency of that nucleon is along the three direction is same. That is omega x, omega y, omega z is equal to omega. That's why we can call as that nucleus are revolving, or that nucleus are moving in that square wave potential with isotropic velocity. Isotropic or isotropically move. What is meant by isotropic? Omega x, omega y, omega z is equal to omega. Means in the three direction that the frequency of that nucleon is same. That is omega. As we write the quadratic equation for one dimension is first. This is for x direction. For y direction, that will be d square by dy square 2m by h cross square e plus u naught minus 1/2 m omega square y square, and corresponding energy is written as, here we can write nx ny plus 1/2 h cross, here omega x, here omega y, and along the z direction d square by dz square plus 2m by h cross square e plus u naught minus 1/2 m omega square y square, okay, omega y, sorry, omega z, omega x, omega y, omega x, and corresponding energy is mz plus half h cross omega z. Now, as we say that there is this omega x, omega y, omega z is equal to omega. If omega x is equal to omega y is equal to omega z, then you can write this equation as this. Then E is equal to Ex, Ey plus Ez. You can write this as Nx, Ny plus Nz plus 3 by 2 h plus omega. Understand? Because as omega x, omega y is equal to omega. Okay? Understand, student? And as we call this is capital N, then E is equal to N plus 3 by 2 h cross omega. This energy due to harmonic oscillations. Then we can say that total energy for that nucleon which is revolving in that square wave potential as well as harmonic potential, then that will be, take a minute. Here we can, when we are finding the Ex, then Ex will be Nx plus half h cross omega and minus u naught by 3. Here minus u naught by 3. Here also minus u naught by 3. Then the total energy is given as E is equal to, here also then when there is an addition of this 3, then minus u naught by 3, then minus 3 u naught by 3, they get cancelled, that is minus u naught. That's why total energy is given as well. This equation. Understand, student? Means what? When that nucleons are revolving or when that nucleons are moving in that square wave potential as well as harmonic potential, then they feel the energy is given as N plus 3 by 2 h cross omega minus u naught. Understand, student? Now, as you see here, up to this, when that nucleons are moving in that square wave potential, they feel square wave potential as well as harmonic potential. But there is one term is also there. When that nucleus are moving in that nucleus, they feel or there is a spin orbit coupling, and there is a one term is also there. That term is due to the spin orbit coupling. Okay. Now, then we can write the potential, total potential for that nucleon. Total potential is written as minus u naught plus 1/2 m omega square r square. That is energy, total energy for that nucleon, and that is a total potential. And minus 2 alpha L bar dot S bar by h plus square. The third term is due to the spin orbit coupling. Spin orbit coupling means when that nucleons are revolving in that nucleus, there is a three types of potential. First one is a square wave potential, second one is a harmonic, and third one is a spin orbit coupling. Okay, student, understand? Means up to this lecture we studied the total shell model. Okay, in next lecture we will study the failures of that shell model and our collective model, liquid drop model. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, student, thank you.